And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago Cubs and the Detroit Tigers. John Shambi along with Chris Singleton and two top-level arms taking the mound in this one, Singy. These are the types of matchups you look forward to as a fan.
Boogan, as an offense coming into a game like this, on either side, you know that pitcher's not going to make many mistakes, if any. So when he does, you have to take advantage. When you have that inning where you can push across a run or two, maybe more, you better make it happen then, because if you don't, you may not get the opportunity again.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And taking the ball for Detroit, Casey Mize. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trust it, and really go after hitters, not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats.
Here's Nico Horner. Swings and misses. Slider right there. Lined into left center, base hit.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Horner on the go. Swing and a base hit. Throw cut off, now to the plate.
Everything came together for him. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Ian Happ up to hit. Finished the weekend series with 4 hits on Sunday. Next pitch is popped up. Maton under it. He makes the grab, and there's one down. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. Chris, this is an offense that puts the bat on the ball. Tough outs pretty much throughout the lineup, and they have fewer strikeouts than any other team in the league.
Yeah, Boog, and I just remember as a player, when you're going up against a club like this, it keeps you on your toes all game long because you got to make plays for your pitcher on the defense. And so an offense like that can really put some pressure on that defense. So they can swing the bats, put it in play, but I also think if they run the bases hard, it adds another element to their game.
Another throw, really keeping them close. You rewind and think back to those Giants teams that won 3 world titles. They were pretty good contact-based teams. Obviously, the Royals as well. It feels like it's swinging back a little bit towards there's an advantage to having some guys in your lineup that make contact. Swanson, the base runner at first with 1 out. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. And into second with 1 away. That's a double.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
Now it's Jansen to hit.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
The 3-1. There's a strike.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
1 down, runners at second and third. That one ripped. And it's a 1-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And in to score the runner from second. Just a careless job of getting it in from the outfield there.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Man at second with one away. Hunter Renfroe at the plate. The 1-1. And a foul ball.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Chases that one out of the zone. That's out number 2.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
On the ground. Tosses to first. They get the out on Muncy. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Detroit and towing the slab, Mike Soroka. What do you have on him?
Well, he got into the 8th inning his last time out, really pitching deep into games as of late. We'll see today how many innings he's got in him.
And now Akil Baddoo. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. The 1-1. What a stop to first. Got him. Great play to keep the leadoff man off base.
Man, oh man, that ball was absolutely smoked. Triple-digit exit velocity. He dives, and I'm just shocked that the ball stayed in his mitt. Looked like he was going to put a hole in his glove.
And up next for Detroit, Matt Vierling. 1-2 now. Back up the middle and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's Riley Green. And a 1-1. This one popped up. Muncy snags it for the 2nd out.
Batting fourth.
Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. The challenge for him today, Singy, elevating the baseball against this sinker baller that's on the mound.
Yeah, that's the challenge, but it also might affect the way they approach base running in this one, Boog. You get a runner on first, you anticipate trajectory down, and when the ball's in the dirt with a good secondary lead, you break for second. So whether it's a stolen base or not, you stay out of the double play, get that runner in a scoring position, and that can help you put more runs on the board.
BID, ball in dirt. Vierling leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Hammered, base hit, and that's going to roll to the wall. He scores all the way from first. A terrible job getting it back to the infield, and it costs them a run.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So 2 down, and now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. That one hammered, but pulled foul. And the pitch. And that just misses.
It's a good take.
Got him. Good job at damage control right there. Tigers grab 1 on this RBI double. It's now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back. Brandon Drury to the plate.
The first baseman. Brandon Drury.
Let's go, Tigers!
Ball to strike. The pitch. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Batting ninth.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And now Bader up to the plate. Righty delivers. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it to first. One out in the second.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Nico Horner.
So up now for Chicago, Nico Horner. He led off the game with a single and then came around to score. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Sneaks through, base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 4-1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Dansby Swanson stands in, singled and drove in a run his first time through. The pitch. And a swing and a miss.
1 and 2, count.
Horner stands at first with 1 out. Line drive, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Back-to-back base hits. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And now Ian Happ. And another ball. Casey Mize played his college ball at Auburn, and he was the #1 overall draft pick in 2018. And while at Auburn, he was named an All-American twice and a finalist for the Golden Spikes Award. In for a strike. Now it's 3-2.
I'll never forget that first start in the big leagues. Made a strong impression for the Tigers in 2020. He became the first pitcher since Steven Strasburg to strike out 7 batters and walk none. Not bad at all for your first big league start.
Squeezes it. Runner tags up for third. He thought about it, but instead returns to second.
Up next to the Cubs, the designated hitter, Anthony Santander.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Doubled his first time up. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. At the belt and fires. On the ground right side. Tosses to first, and that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 4-1. Back after this on the show. Back at Comerica Park. And now Eric Haas.
The catcher, Eric Haas.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
1 and 2.
Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. The wind to kick the pitch. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. And a 1-2. That misses off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next pitch is popped up. Drury settles under it. Brings it in. And there's one down.
Batting 7, the second baseman, Chase.
Here's the second baseman, Jace Young. The 1-1. In the air, right field. Puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Nick.
2 outs, base is empty.
Maton.
Nick Maton will hit next. He's coming off a 3-hit game in Sunday's series finale. On the ground to the left. Whips it to first on the run. And that is that. Down in order go the Tigers. And they trail it 4-1. On to the third inning. Leading off, Danny Jansen.
The catcher, number 9.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Ground ball left side. Baez. Now the throw to first on the run. Gets the catcher by a step.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Now it's Hunter Renfroe. Went down on strikes his first time through. And here it comes. Chopped out towards short. Maton whips it to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third.
The batter, the third baseman, Max Muncy.
2 outs, base is empty. Max Muncy at the dish. Grounded out his first time up. The 2-1. And there's a ball. And he takes a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Muncy hits one in the air. And that will end the inning. Nothing across here this half. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 4 and the Tigers 1. And welcome back. Here's the third baseman, Javier Baez.
The third baseman, Javier.
Here's a 1-1.
Baez.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here's the left fielder, Akil Baddoo. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
Leadoff man on. It's time to play a little small ball. Get some base runners. Try to dig yourself out of the hole.
That one is absolutely belted. It bangs off the wall. He scores all the way from first. A terrible job getting it back to the infield, and it cost them a run.
He was all over that one. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
And stepping in is the speedy Matt Vierling. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Slow roller up the middle. Tosses to first. 1 gone, bottom of the third inning.
Now batting, center fielder,
Riley Green up now for the Tigers. He popped out his first time. 1 away with a runner at third. Line drive. That's a base hit out of the left center field. Runner from third comes across, and they trail by 1.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now here is Kerry Carpenter. He doubled home a run in his first AB. On the ground to second, might be two. Flips it for one, and that's two. So 2 runs in the inning on 3 hits, no errors, no one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Cubs 4 and the Tigers 3. As we go to the top of the 4th, and here's the first baseman, Brandon Drury.
Brandon Drury.
This one in the air, right field. Carpenter settles underneath it. He's there. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Harrison.
Now Harrison Bader grounded out his first time. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throw on to Torkelson, and a couple of quick outs.
You know, that looks routine, but it hasn't been so easy for this club defensively this year. And you got to make those routine plays behind a pitcher. It helps him to get more comfortable and move through this ball game. This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Next offering is in for a strike. The pitch. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit.
Really good piece of hitting last time.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. Cubs lead 1, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Back here in Detroit, now it's going to be Spencer Torkelson.
The first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
And that one is lifted in the air. Happ snags it on the run.
The catcher, number 13, Eric Happ.
Eric Haas up now for the Tigers. First time up was a pop out. Next pitch misses, and the count is 3-1.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
The 3-1 in for a strike, full count.
Count is full.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Stepping in, the 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Nick Maton. Kicks and fires. Pitch misses, 2-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Off the mark there, and it's 3-2. Javier Baez waiting to hit for Detroit. The pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting,
The batter now, Javier Baez. Singled and scored his first time. Haas, the lead runner, out at second. Young at first, 2 out of the inning. And that one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And the righty deals. On the ground, right side. He handles it himself. Third out, and that ends the frame. Tigers strand a pair. Still down a run. It's 4-3. We go to the top of the 5th. So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ. The 1-1. Out to short. Maton on the run, sends it over to first. Low throw, and he can't dig it out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Anthony Santander.
So up next, Anthony Santander. Kicks and deals. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Pulls it in on the run. 1 down.
The catcher, number 9, Danny Jansen.
Danny Jansen to hit here. Drove in 2 runs on a double back in the first. He's 1 for 2. The 2-1. Action in the pen down there. Jackson Jobe up and throwing. Wentz, the lefty, warming up as well. Hard ground ball, base knock. Happ on his way to third. The throw in, and he's out.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third base. Now, for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making it out at third base.
Now it's Hunter Renfroe. Ground ball up the middle. Maton. They take the force out. Third out. 1 left for the Cubs. And it remains a 4-3 game. Back here at the ballpark, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Akil Baddoo. Struck him out looking.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Now it's the DH, Matt Vierling. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. And the right-hander deals. This to center field. Bader puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the center field.
And next to hit for Detroit, Riley Green.
Beautiful swing in his last at bat. Opposite field knock.
Let's do it, Tigers.
And a pitch. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Muncy makes the catch, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They still trail it here, 4-3. We're back, and they make a change to start the sixth. The new pitcher, Jackson Jobe. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy.
The third baseman, number 13, Max Muncy.
Bounce to the right side. Throw on to Torkelson. They get the out on Muncy.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Brandon Drury, the next Cub to hit. Three-two now. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Carpenter sizing this one up, grabs it on the run, and there's two away. And now it's going to be Harrison Bader. The wind of the pitch. That's towards center. Green settles under it and puts the squeeze on that. And that is that. Nothing doing here this half. To the bottom of the sixth we go. 4-5-6 coming up. It's the Cubs 4 and the Tigers 3. Welcome back. Well, we go bottom six. Now it's the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. And the pitch. Tried to check his swing, appeal to third, and yes, he did. He went around. And a ball and 2 strikes. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Line drive, could be extra bases. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Eric Haas up now for the Tigers. The 2-1. That one missed. Carpenter over at second, 1 down. Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Did miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
The second baseman,
Mike Soroka won't go any further, and not his finest start. Never really looked comfortable out there. We'll have a new pitcher on the mound when we get back. Adbert Alzolay gets the call from the pen.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
That misses the zone. 3-1. Nick Maton up next for the Tigers. And there's ball 4.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way off.
So digging in, Nick Maton. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically. I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swing, and this one's crushed. No doubt about it. Grand slam. Home run number 10 on the year. And now they're out in front. It's 7-4. One down. Now it's Javier Baez. One down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. Javier Baez, who hails from Puerto Rico, he was the 9th overall pick in 2011 by the Cubs, and what a fun player to watch. Won the World Series in 2016. He was the NLCS MVP, and of course on the cover of MLB The Show in 2020.
Yeah, nearly won the MVP in 2018 when he finished runner-up to Christian Yelich, and it's about the only thing he hasn't been able to do.
Left-hand hitter waits. And that one is lifted in the air. Happ heads towards it. Makes the grab on the run. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Big time, big fly for Detroit. A grand slam. It's now a 7-4 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back. Top of inning number 7. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Nico Horner. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And up next for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. 1-1 now. In the air to left center. Baddoo sizes this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Ian.
So 2 down now, and here is Ian Happ. Line drive, base hit right field. And that's going to roll to the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, Happ into second, and he's got a double. Well, he waited until the 7th, but that's the knot that'll extend his hitting streak. Singy, how much does it weigh on your mind when you're coming to the plate in the late innings with a streak going?
Yeah, quite a bit, and a hitter's supposed to say he's only focused on the current at bat, but man, honestly, it's hard not to know that if you don't come up with the hit, your streak's over. So it's there, at least in the back of your mind.
And now here is Anthony Santander. He's got it, and that is that. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Tigers 7 and the Cubs 4. Back at Comerica Park, and now the DH, Matt Vierling.
The designated hitter, Matt Vierling.
Here comes a pitch. And a foul ball.
Well, these Tigers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Drops into the glove, and there's one away.
Up next for the Tigers.
And here is Riley Green.
Green.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Fought off foul.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball to left. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Tigers fail to make any noise. They hold a 7-4 lead. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Will Vest. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Now the Cubs catcher, Danny Jansen. The Cubbies in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Next offering is fouled back.
You know, these Cubs doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Only 2 strikeouts so far, and obviously they've been able to pick up plenty of hits, so it's been an impressive one.
That's out to center field. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one away.
Up next for the Cubs, the right fielder.
So up next, Hunter Renfroe. Next offering is fouled back. Lined, and that's a base hit.
The third baseman, number 13. Max.
And now it's Max Muncy. Now a fly ball to right center. Carpenter on the move to the alley. And makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Brandon Drury.
And here's the first baseman, Brandon Drury.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the 9th, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
Next pitch is outside.
Outside.
Right-hander kicks, deals, and he walked him.
Take your base.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
And next for the Cubs, Harrison Bader. Renfroe, the lead runner at second. Drury on at first with 2 down. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Here comes Renfroe around third. And in to score the runner from second. Just a careless job of getting it in for the outfield there. Another comes in to score, and it's a 1-run game.
Oh, a huge 2 RBI swing of the bat right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
New pitcher now, Brent Martin.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit. 3-2 on the way. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And this is now a 7-6 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Detroit, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. In the air, left field. Happ moving under it. Hauls it in for the out.
The catcher, number 13.
And here's the catcher, Eric Haas. The punch out there, 2 out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Jace Young. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. He goes down looking. Tigers are shut down there as they still lead by 1. It's 7-6. New pitcher for the Tigers, Alex Lang.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Dansby Swanson digs in now. The 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back. And he hits a ground ball right side. Throw on to Torkelson, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
The 1-1. Up the middle. He's in there.
Tough play on a nice forehand stop. Had to be perfect right there with the exchange and throw to get the out, but looked like he had to dig into the glove a little bit more to get a good grip. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
He's 2 outs away. Next is the designated hitter, Anthony Santander. That's hard hit on the line. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
That's a bittersweet moment right there. This game could easily be tied up right now, but they'll need to stay focused on the positives. And they have 2 runners in scoring position with a chance to take the lead late in this game. And that's good news for this offense. But, yeah, the defense feels like they caught a break, no doubt.
2 on, 1 out. And now the catcher comes up to him, Danny Jansen. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
And 1-2.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. And that helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
On to first, ball game. And the Tigers strand the go-ahead run to hold on for the win.
You can still feel the energy in this ballpark. What a great finish. Everyone on their feet looking for that pitcher to get the final out. They strand the tying run at third. The go-ahead run was at second base. A lot of pressure, but they were able to pull it out. Nice W.
One-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.